Hello, hello. Welcome to the first episode of the Wave of Change podcast, a podcast passionate about sustainability and the environment. In this episode, we'll talk about an organization called the Ocean Cleanup with your host, Adrian,
Savannah,
and Cole.
Before we jump into the organization, let's talk about our ocean. How big do you think our ocean is?
Pretty big. I don't know. Like, are we talking percentage of the Earth? Like 80%.
I think 65, 70.
No, actually, those are really good guesses. The answer, according to nowtiliuslive.org, the ocean covers about 71% of the Earth's surface, which is around 360 million square kilometers. Okay, now guess how much of that do you think is covered by plastic?
Okay, I think 30%.
I'm saying 15.
So this is what I managed to find online. 300 million tons of plastic are produced every year, and unfortunately, 14 million tons of those ends up in the ocean, and that makes up 80% of all marine debris found from surface waters to deep sea sediments, which is unfortunate. So, for our listeners who haven't heard about the Ocean Cleanup, according to their website, it is a nonprofit organization founded in 2013 by Boyan Slat. The organization is dedicated to reducing plastic pollution in the ocean. It operates globally with a strong presence in North America, Europe, and Asia. It has gained recognition for its innovative approach to tackling the issues of ocean plastic pollution. And their aim is to clean up 90% of the world's plastic by 2040.
When you talk about technologies, what kind of technology do you mean?
Well, before we get into the sciencey, techie bits of their cutting-edge technology, I want to talk about garbage patches because it relates to their tech.
Well, wait, what do you mean by garbage patches?
Yeah, so garbage patches are actually really interesting. It happens when the tons of plastic spills out from the river and travels through the ocean and gets caught up in a vortex of circulating current with other plastics from other sources like offshore fishing activities, for example. The website actually have a really cool feature called the Plastic Tracker, where you can type in your location that shows you the journey of your trash's travels. You know how like in the airplane, you will have like that little plane and it shows you your distance? It's like that, but with your trash. So since we're located in Alberta, where, there's no ocean, it takes a longer journey for our plastic to travel into a garbage patch.
Okay, yeah, now I see where this is going.
Yeah, so their tech is so fascinating that a website called ecotourismworld.com wrote a blurb about it. The Ocean Cleanup Project uses a flotation device that employs a large screen that descends 3 meters into the ocean, which is about 62 miles long.
62 miles long?
Yeah, it's crazy. It collects plastics and other trash without causing any harm in the marine ecosystem below.
So where do you think they would say the largest garbage patch is located?
So, according to the organization, there are about 5 major ocean garbage patches, the largest being the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and is located between Hawaii and California.
Is there a specific reason for this method of cleanup?
No, yeah, I was actually about to get into that. The answer is yes. The Ocean Cleanup states that the solution isn't only to stop trash and plastic from ending up in the ocean, but also to clean up what's already in it. The reason being is that the longer the trash and plastic stays in the current, the smaller it'll break up, which would make it harder to clean.
Wow, that's a lot of techie, sciencey things going on.
Haha, really funny, but no, seriously, it got me down a rabbit hole when I was researching the organization. In my introduction earlier into the company, they predicted that their device could help clean up the ocean, which I am 100% behind because of their expected impact towards this issue. According to them, their floating system tech are designed to trap plastic ranging from a millimeter-sized debris to a huge abandoned fishing net, and to put in perspective, it's as big as half a tennis court. So, to reach your goal, they're going to need 10 of their full-size floating device to clean up just the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Just only the Pacific Garbage Patch?
Yeah, it seems so right now, but they have plans to have fleets deployed in every ocean gyre. So if it's doable in their eyes, I believe it.
So what's their progress so far?
Yeah, so they've launched System 002, a 12-week test campaign that successfully concluded in 2021 and met their 3 objectives.
Yeah, I saw that. It's pretty impressive, honestly, considering it's their first large-scale launch.
Right?
What are their objectives with that?
Right, so they had to continue and extracted significant levels of ocean plastic, limited negative environmental impact, and had 0 safety issues during the operation.
Wow.
Agreed. Working in a bubble tea stand, we have safety issues almost always, so what they achieved is definitely an Everest.
Are they doing anything right now?
Yeah, so they're working on System 3 right now, and it's going to be bigger and better. You can actually get updates and their progress on their website as well. It's going to be the blueprint for the fleet I mentioned earlier.
Sweet. Like a science fiction film?
It definitely feels like it. Let me just go back to the website again because I feel like it's not getting enough hype. First thoughts on the website.
Amazing. I thought it was very well done.
Yeah, I really like the website. It's really informative, and it gives me some hope that there are people out there protecting our oceans and trying to keep them safe.
Okay, like what stood out to you aesthetically?
Okay, well, I love video. I dabble in videography. Okay, so anytime there's a video, I take note of how it was done, and this one is powerful, showing it has a brief clip of the technology they use to gather the plastics, and it shows the plastic in like containers and then also being dumped on the thing. Yeah, it's actually really sad to see how much plastic is there. And then you see the faces of the people behind it. I just think, yeah.
So you understood the message that they were trying to convey with the videos?
Oh, yeah. All it says, the only words I see are the largest cleanup in history. And then the video speaks for itself. And from that, I can gather what this website is about.
I love how clean the website is, like how our ocean should be.
Yes.
No, that's good. That's a good comparison, definitely. We are living in a very visual, aesthetically pleasing time right now. So if you don't have a professional, well-made looking website, nobody would really care.
No, yeah, people definitely judge a book by its cover when it comes to websites and Instagram. Like, I have their Instagram pulled up right now. They have 1 million followers. That is...
Oh, no way.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot, considering they're only following 71 people. But yeah, they're very active on there. They have highlight bubbles. Like, it is put together very well.
You know, this kind of brings it back to our sustainability class. In one of our lectures, it talks about framing and storytelling. Like, don't make the audience come to us, go to your audience. Ask yourself questions like, where are they at this time? Does it make them feel like it's a solution versus a problem? Is it included in your vision for the future? When you look at their website, is it achieving the framing and storytelling aspects of things?
I definitely feel like the website does a good job of making us, as the audience, feel like a part of the solution versus the problem. You have the video of the people with their hands up in the air and they're like super excited to help. So they give us this sense of hope for the future, and they want us to be part of that solution instead of being like, you humans, you caused this issue.
Through visual storytelling, the website also conveys a sense of empathy by showing us all the plastic they remove from the ocean. This is much better than just typing out statistics, because when you can see the impact of this organization, you can understand just how important it is for them to be around cleaning up the ocean and just how devastating our effect on the ocean is.
You know, with all this talk of future plans and everything, do they mention anything about rivers?
Yeah, Alberta is a landlocked province, and a lot of people probably don't care about the ocean as much because they don't see it every day like they would our river.
Yeah, no, that's definitely important, relating it back to Alberta, since that's where we're from and that's where our family's from. But I don't think we have enough time for that in this episode, so we'll definitely elaborate on that in episode 2, which brings us to the end of episode 1. Thank you so much for listening to The Wave of Change, a podcast dedicated to keeping conversations about sustainability and our environment alive. Hope you tune into the next episode where we talk about how this issue relates to us in Alberta. This is The Wave of Change, washing away.